Sometimes there is so much to do, but the day feels too short. You want more time for friends and fun, so let's learn some easy ways to plan. Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm glad you're here with me today. Let me tell you a story about how to improve your time management. Imagine this. Sam always feels busy, but his days never seem long enough. He wakes up early, eats breakfast in a hurry, and runs to catch the bus for work. At his desk, Sam looks at his long to-do list, but he never knows where to start. Sometimes he does small, easy things first, hoping the big tasks will feel easier later. But the thing is, Sam often forgets about time because he checks his phone a lot. He spends time reading messages or looking at funny videos, so his work doesn't get finished. That's when lunchtime comes. He feels stressed because he still has so much to do, and the important jobs are waiting. One afternoon, Sam's friend Emma asks him to take a short walk. She notices he looks tired and worried, so she shares her secret. Emma says she always writes her top 3 tasks for the day and does them first, before anything else. Sam listens, and he starts to think there might be a better way to use his time. That evening, Sam sits at his desk with a small notebook. He writes down 3 things he wants to finish tomorrow, just like Emma suggested. The first task is to finish his math homework, then clean his room, and finally call his grandma. It feels strange to plan like this, but he hopes it will help. The next morning, Sam wakes up and looks at his list. He starts with his math homework, and this time he does not check his phone or watch TV. It is not easy, but he finishes the homework faster than usual, and he feels proud. After that, he cleans his room, picking up clothes and making his bed. His room looks better, and it makes him smile. Now Sam only has one task left, so he calls his grandma. She is happy to hear from him, and they talk for a while about school and his favorite games. That's when Sam hangs up. He feels lighter, like a small weight is gone. For the first time in a while, he is not rushing or forgetting things, and he can enjoy his afternoon. After his call with his grandma, Sam looks around his room and smiles. The sun is shining through the window, and his desk is clean for once. He picks up his soccer ball and thinks, "Well, I guess I have time to play now." He goes outside, feeling calm because his homework is finished and he does not need to worry. Sam starts kicking the ball in the yard, and for a moment, he just enjoys the fresh air. He hears birds singing, and the grass feels soft under his feet. He remembers how busy he was last week, always running from one thing to another. Now everything feels a little easier, and he can really have fun. As the afternoon goes on, Sam's friend Jake comes over with his bike. Jake asks if Sam wants to ride to the park, and Sam says yes right away. He does not need to check his list or think about other tasks because he finished them all earlier. They race down the street, laughing, and Sam feels proud of his new routine. At the park, Sam and Jake find a quiet spot under a big tree. They sit in the shade and talk about their day, sharing stories and jokes. Sam feels relaxed, and he is not worried about homework or chores. For the first time in a while, he can just enjoy the moment with his friend. After a while, Jake looks at Sam and says, "You seem happier today." Sam smiles and nods because he knows it is true. He explains how making a plan helped him finish his work faster, so now he has more free time. Jake listens and thinks about his own busy days, and he starts to get curious. And then, something funny happens. A small dog runs by and tries to grab Jake's cap, making both boys laugh even more. They chase after the dog, still smiling and feeling light. Sam thinks this is what a good day feels like, and he is glad he tried something new. After their little adventure with the dog, Jake looks at his phone and sees the time. He remembers they still have homework to finish before dinner, so he tells Sam they should start heading home. Sam agrees, but he feels different now, like he has more energy. The afternoon was fun, and he is ready to focus again. On the way back, they talk about ways to use their time better. Jake says he likes to do his homework right after school, because then he can relax later. Sam thinks that is a smart idea, so he decides to try it too. He says, maybe if I finish my work early, I can have more time for things I enjoy, like playing outside or reading comics. When they reach Sam's house, he feels more confident. He takes out his homework and starts working, while Jake helps him with a hard math question. The sun is setting outside, but inside, the boys are busy and happy. Sam notices that working together makes the time go faster, and he is surprised by how much they finish before dinner. After they finish the last math problem, Sam looks at the clock. He sees there is still time before dinner, so he decides to clean his backpack. Jake laughs when he finds an old sandwich at the bottom, and they both smile. Sam throws away the trash and puts his books in order. It feels good to have everything neat and ready for tomorrow. Jake says he also needs to call his mom, so he takes out his phone. While Jake talks, Sam makes a simple plan for the next day on a piece of paper. He writes down his homework, his soccer practice, and time to relax. It only takes a few minutes, but it helps him feel calm. The sky outside is turning dark blue, and the house is quiet. Sam's mom comes in and says dinner is ready. Sam and Jake wash their hands and go to the kitchen, feeling tired but proud. Sam thinks about how much he finished by using his time well today. He smiles, knowing tomorrow can be even better if he keeps planning like this. After dinner, Sam sits on the couch with his mom and tells her about his day. He talks about the homework he finished and how he played basketball with Jake. His mom smiles and says she is happy to see him working hard, but also having fun. Sam feels proud, and he thinks it is nice when someone notices his small wins. Later that evening, Sam looks at his notebook again. He writes down a few things he wants to do tomorrow, like finish his science project and read a new book. He also adds time to play outside, because he knows breaks help him feel better. The list is not too long, so it feels possible, and that makes Sam feel calm. Before going to bed, Sam gets his backpack ready for school. He puts his notebook inside, along with his homework and a snack. Then he sets his alarm so he can wake up on time and start the day right. As he turns off the light, Sam feels ready for tomorrow, and he knows he can do it again. In the morning, Sam hears his alarm and wakes up right away. He feels a little sleepy, but he remembers why he set the alarm last night. He gets out of bed and goes to the bathroom to wash his face. After that, he gets dressed and eats the snack he packed, so he does not feel hungry. He checks his backpack again, just to make sure he has everything. When Sam leaves the house, he sees his friend Jake waiting by the bus stop. Jake looks tired and says he forgot his homework at home. Sam listens and feels glad he packed his things last night because now he is not worried. He tells Jake that getting ready before bed really helps, and Jake nods, thinking about trying it too. On the bus, Sam feels relaxed because he is not rushing or stressed. He has time to look out the window and enjoy the morning. The sky is bright, and the city looks calm. Sam smiles, knowing that his small changes are making his days better. And then now, he feels ready for whatever comes next. At work, Sam starts his day by checking his to-do list. He writes down the most important tasks first, then adds a few smaller jobs. This helps him see what he needs to do, and he doesn't forget anything. He takes a deep breath and begins with the first task. The office is quiet, so he can focus easily. Later in the morning, Sam's boss, Lisa, asks him to help with a new project. At first, Sam feels nervous, but then he remembers his plan. He looks at his list and moves some things to the afternoon. This way, he has enough time for the project and he doesn't feel overwhelmed. It's a small change, but it works. During his lunch break, Sam sits with his friend Emma. They talk about their weekend plans and laugh about funny things at work. Sam feels happy because he is not thinking about unfinished tasks. He knows he is managing his time better, and that feeling gives him more energy for the rest of the day. After lunch, Sam goes back to his desk with a smile. He looks at his to-do list and sees only a few things left. It feels good, because he can really see his progress. He starts working on the next task, and this time, he is not in a rush. There is enough time, so he can focus and do his best. Emma walks by and notices Sam's calm mood. She asks if he wants to take a short walk outside later. Sam says yes, because he knows he can finish his work on time. They both agree that a little fresh air helps them think better. It is a simple thing, but it makes the afternoon feel lighter. As the day goes on, Sam keeps checking his list and crossing things off. Each small win makes him more confident. He is not tired or stressed like before, and his mind feels clear. That's when 5 o'clock comes. Sam is surprised that the day went by so quickly, and he feels proud of what he finished. Sam looks at his notebook and sees all the tasks he finished, and he smiles to himself. He remembers how, just last week, he always felt busy but never really finished anything important. Now, he has more time in the evening, and he doesn't feel worried about work. It feels good to know that he can enjoy his free time without thinking about unfinished things. After dinner, Sam calls his friend Lisa and tells her about his new plan. She listens and says, "That sounds great. I always feel busy too." Sam explains how making a list helps him choose what to do first, and how it makes his day feel easier. Lisa decides to try it as well, and she asks Sam to send her a picture of his list. Later, Sam sits on his sofa and thinks about his day, feeling relaxed. He has time to watch a movie, read a book, or just rest, because his work is done. In the past, he always worried about tomorrow, but now he feels calm and ready for a new day. And then here's the interesting part. He is excited to help Lisa and see if it works for her too. The next morning, Sam meets Lisa at their favorite coffee shop. Lisa looks a little tired, and she says she always feels busy but never finished. Sam smiles and tells her about his new plan, how he writes a list and chooses the most important things first. Lisa listens carefully, and she asks if it really helps with stress. Sam tells her it does, and he feels much better now. Lisa decides to try Sam's way, so she takes out her phone and starts a list right there. She writes down her biggest tasks for the day, like finishing a report and calling her mom. Then she adds smaller things, like buying groceries and cleaning her room. Sam helps her choose which things are most important, and she feels a little more in control already. For the first time in a while, Lisa thinks maybe her day will be easier. After they finish their coffee, Lisa thanks Sam and promises to give his plan a real chance. She leaves the coffee shop with a smile, feeling lighter than before because she has a plan to follow. Sam watches her go and feels proud, glad he could help a friend. And then now, he wonders if Lisa will feel the same calm at the end of her day. Lisa walks home and looks at her phone, thinking about the plan she just made. She decides to start right away, so she opens her notes and writes a simple list for the rest of the day. Her first task is cleaning her room, and after that, she needs to finish her homework. The list is not very long, but it feels good to see everything in order. For the first time in a while, she thinks, this might actually work. She puts on some music and starts cleaning, moving slowly at first, but then she feels her energy grow. Each time she finishes a small job, she checks it off her list, and it gives her a little boost. Lisa can see her progress, and it helps her keep going, even when she feels a bit tired. The room looks better and her mind feels clearer too. Later, Lisa sits at her desk to do her homework, and she remembers Sam's advice to take short breaks. So one day, after 20 minutes, she stands up, stretches, and gets a glass of water. It's a small thing, but it helps her focus again when she returns to her work. She starts to believe that good time management can really make life easier. Thank you for listening today, and I hope you try some new ideas. Time management gets better with practice, so keep going.